Everybody, it's your girl Angie.
Hey, I got listen. You and your dragon on your shoulder is fine,
Welcome
baby.
back to Kiss My Cheeks TV with Abby Reviews. This is Wednesday night live on a Monday because we're gonna be kicking it on a Wednesday. So we're here for House of Dragons. As you can see, me and my dragon Giselle, we ready. We ready. Um, we've been waiting years to come out and to is somebody. We're ready. So we don't have no announcements. We'll be back for House of Dragons on Wednesday nights going forward. Let's just get straight into the episode.
Okay.
Overall, before we go action by act, because it really wasn't too much action, how did you like the first episode overall? Just we've been waiting for it.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It gave me what I needed, and I can't wait for the next episode because I feel like if this happened, what happened on this episode happened on the very first episode. What other horrible atrocities are they going to throw at us?
It's up now because they messed around and killed the wrong son. I don't understand how Rhaenyra said, I want Aemond. Damon said, bring me the one with the patch over his eye. And y'all still killed little Joffrey Jr. I don't understand it, but hey, it's up now because you didn't kill Aemon's son. And
Don't
now,
nobody care about that little boy. Don't nobody care
but he
about
about to be angry because Aemon really
that.
ain't care at first, but now he's about to be angry. He's about to feel the fire come up, the Targaryen fire come up in him. And so I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Let's start at the beginning. We started off on a trip to Winterfell. What was that?
That was Scooty coming to close my door. Like
Oh,
I'm too loud for him. Rude.
oh,
Disrespectful.
oh, okay. We at Winterfell. We see one of the original Starks talking to I don't forgot them children's name. It's gonna take me a minute.
Jaceres. His name is Jaceres.
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 Okay, I thought they all start with A's or something.
Why
But
would you think that? The little boy who died's name was Luke.
all I know is Rhaenyra and Alicent.
Wow.
I never really learned them children's
No,
names.
daughter, you got to know the names.
I called them the brown hair boys.
No. So the oldest boy's name is Jaceres. The young boy who got ate by Aemon's dragon was Luke. His name was Luke. Also, the little boy who got his name also was Jaceres.
See, that's why I ain't got time for it. I don't have time for it. They all got the same names. That's little Joffrey Jr. to me. All up in the throne room, messing with that man ball and stuff. But no. Okay, Giselle, you sit down. I'm tired of holding you up. We always want camera time anyway. Go sit down. Anyway,
See, Xavier said that she has 5 sons: Jaceres, Lucerys, Joffrey, Aegon the Younger, and Viserys. You can't
I
be
knew somebody was
everybody and you don't know nobody's name, honey.
look, people who come over here and see Kiss My Cheeks TV, thank y'all for subscribing. But they know two things I don't do. I don't take notes, and I'm gonna make up a name. I'm not gonna remember the names.
Okay, it's Jaehaerys, not Jaceres.
Jaehaerys.
Got it. Got the little boy who got his name was Jaehaerys, not Jaceres. Excuse me. My bad.
Okay.
Shout out to that little nigga because you didn't deserve
Because
that.
he gone. He ain't got no more camera time, no way. So what happened?
He had 1 second in that damn room where he was tearing up that man's nerves, and then he got the.
And that was it. And that was enough. So they at Winterfell. Abby says this Winterfell scene is going to mean something.
Everything means something on this show. Eventually, everything means something, so it's gonna come back around. So I'm just saying. And
All I know, they went up to Winterfell, they rode up the wall. He explained the wall and why the dragons can't go. Well, we already watched Game of Thrones. We didn't have to hear about this wall all over again. But he found out his brother died and he flew back home. That was the opening scene. I think we were just so excited to see the season back. We taking it. Okay, there go Winterfell. I personally could have done without that.
okay.
Okay.
When
What
they bring it back around for it to mean something, I will remind you of this
you
statement.
gonna have to remind me.
Everything is for him.
I love it though. Next, what happened next? They went over to the sea snake.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm sure that meetup with the new bald head man is gonna mean something. I'm happy that the sea snake as well. They got the ships in order. Pretty much this episode is setting up the war. They calling in the troops. You with
Mm-hmm.
black or you with green. They stealing people's stuff, making sure they don't get supplies and stuff on the ships. Cool. That ain't really nothing to talk about, but that was his son. That wasn't the sea snake.
That is not his son. The man who saved his life and pulled him back on the boat, that's not his son.
No, that's just some shipper, merchant. I don't know what they call him. Because his son is still off. We gonna see later if he come back for the war, if he come back from the dead.
The
But
sea snake only had one son.
the bald head
Oh, he's got a bastard son. I told you
Xavier
everything.
must be a book reader. Xavier is a book reader. I ain't never heard he had no bastard son.
Oh, that okay.
He been cheating on Rhaenys all this time.
Listen.
I can't wait for it's gonna be a whole bunch of wars going on. I can't wait for Rhaenys to find this out.
Yeah, we don't know if she already know. Cause you know
You know,
Renice be she for the cause, so she'll ignore shit.
she gonna be pissed off if all of her kids are presumed dead, but he got a bastard son.
Well, that ain't got nothing to do with that boy. What's she mad at?
She gonna be in her feelings. I would
Okay,
be in my feelings.
okay. Be in your feelings. It's irrational, but be in your feelings. Uh, there were two little black boys who walked behind the Valerians. Child, you know
I
me.
ain't seen none of that. Now
Been a
look,
time jump 50 times since then, Xavier.
I
That
love Game of Thrones and House of Dragons.
explains that interaction though, and why it felt a little off. I wasn't sure what was happening. I was
Yeah,
like, I thought because at one point I was thinking, is that his boo thing? Like his son, and he like a little, he like to dabble on the dark side. I don't know.
no, because he was too into converting his son for him to be dabbling too.
No, that's what the ones who be deep in the closet be. How they be. No, you're not gonna be XYZ. So yeah, that tracks. That tracks if his daddy also. I'm just saying. But apparently that's just his bastard son. Okay. Well. And I don't think the other son is ever coming back. I don't think he coming back. He can't come back. Because if he come back, then that undoes everything.
It does.
So he can't come back. He gone. We ain't never gonna see that baby again. Be blessed, beloved.
I thought he might have did a pop up once he see it's getting ready to set off in the lands and
Child. No, he ain't coming back for that foolishness. His whole point was Halo baby. His whole point was to get away from them people. Because he didn't want to do all of that. He didn't want to be involved in all the politicking and you got to do this and you got to do. He just wanted to live his life and tiptoe to the tulips with that white boy. That's all he wanted.
True. And that really not his son, so it ain't gonna be like, oh, my son got ate up by the dragon. I gotta come back for revenge. That really wasn't his son, no way.
Right. So he don't care. And his real daddy did. Cause the foot creep had him killed. His brother.
Mm-hmm.
Child. Shenanigans.
He already working his way in. Look, it's so much.
That man is so creepy, and that's the only time I feel bad for Allison is when that man is there and he talking to, because clearly she don't, and he talk about, well, I done replaced all your staff. Nigga, who asked you to
Right.
do that?
He can't be trusted, Allison. You got to kill him.
Thank you.
You got to kill him. He done replaced all your staff. So you don't know who in here washing
You
your
need to get
body.
Christian Cole from between your legs and have that nigga pick up his sword and lop that fool's head off.
Quickly. Go ahead and tell Christian, I'm tired of showing this man my feet. Go ahead and cut him off. And see, it's
Right.
Christian's fault.
But she's not the queen. She's the queen mother. Her daughter is the queen. She's not the queen anymore. She's the
True.
queen mother. So her staff clearly can be replaced at any time.
And that's so weird. They made brother and sister get married, but they did that back in the
But
time.
that's what they did back then, to keep it in the closet, to keep it together, to keep their line crazy. That's why them motherfuckers is crazy as hell. From all that damn inbreeding.
Very much so. This was a crazy episode one. Hey, Spicy Original.
Hey, Spicy. I said that all this to rule through her son, and she can't even control her. Listen.
She can't even control her staff.
Can't control her staff. Allison did all this because her father poisoned her against her friend.
Mm-hmm.
That's why all of this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Not because she didn't want to fucking rule
Because
nothing.
Allison was cool
with her
Rhaenyra
being
queen.
exactly.
And the daddy started piping up. Who invited the daddy back on episode 1 or season 1?
Allison.
Because I thought his ass was banished.
He was. He wasn't banished. He was just fired. He was just fired as hand of the. And so, with not being the hand, going back to your house, sir.
And one thing I could say about Foot Watcher is he playing the long game.
Is
because he's in, is it Aemond, not Aemond, but Aegon's ear, talking about, well, your granddaddy already been hand of the king, so they're gonna be looking at the hand of the king and not you. You need some fresh advice. So he already planting scenes to get granddaddy fired again.
He gonna get outmaneuvered by that little. Listen, I'm telling you, they gonna need to kill him.
You're gonna have to kill him, though. I'm not mad at granddaddy getting fired again either.
Well, granddaddy ain't really. He trying to be Tywin Lannister so bad. He trying to be Tywin Lannister so bad.
It's only one Tywin.
Listen, they had the very best hand that they could have, and his son killed him. Son killed him and his brother. Cause that one, the Rhaenyra's baby daddy father was the hand. And he, even if he was wrong, he could stand corrected. And he wasn't giving advice that would only benefit him and his house and being selfish in the advice that he was giving to the king. They needed to keep that hand.
I gotta watch season 1 again, because why did the daddy go back to the house with
He took the son back home because the son was wild. Had Kristen Cole abated that boy
into a fight,
into fighting, because he's talking about that's Rhaenyra's
you the baby daddy.
And so the daddy was like, you being a disgrace. You know, it's one thing for you to keep it undercover and people think they know, but they don't really know. But for you to be acting the way you acted, then they're going to put 2 and 2 together and get 25. So I'm going to take you on back to the house.
Now, see, he should have just
sent him back to the house.
He didn't have to take him. You should have just sent him to the house and let him be in the fire by himself.
You right, Xavier. If it was Tywin would have killed her. He'd have killed her. When she went out in the woods and killed that boar, he'd have found a way to off her ass before she got back.
Yep. Yeah, Tywin would have killed Rhaenyra before the thought of marriage was coming up. Like she could just get out
Exactly.
the way. Alicent, you queen.
Shenanigans.
Definitely would have did that. See, before your time.
Listen.
Well, after your time, because this is before Tywin. What happened next? Because we jumping all over the place.
I don't know. The boy found out his brother was dead, and then he came. Rhaenyra was okay. So the sea snake's wife
Snake's
came
wife,
back from
Rhaenys.
patrol.
Rhaenys.
Aemond met her, and he was like, "We going to King's Landing," and she was like, "What for?" He's like, "We going to kill Aemond."
Mm-hmm.
Said we're going to kill him and the dragon. Kill him and the dragon. We gonna kill him and that damn dragon.
Right. As long as they got Vhagar, y'all have a problem.
Right. And she was like, where is Rhaenyra? And he was like, she off shirking her duties. And he was like, no, nigga. She got a raven saying her son was dead and she ain't got no proof. She can't even begin to process that baby being gone until she gets some proof that baby is really gone.
Mm-hmm.
So then we go to Rhaenyra on the beach. Somebody holler, it's a dragon. And she's lands.
I was ready for her to Daenerys. Daenerys somebody.
Okay, we're not there yet. She wait, because she ready to, at this point, she's ready to Jakara somebody. Hey, Danny. So, yeah, Daemon is getting excited. He's been beside himself this whole time. So this is not new behavior for him.
Right.
He's been beside himself this whole time.
Right.
So, and the sea snake's wife was like, nigga, you not the king, so I don't have to do anything you fucking say. So get out of my face. I'm going to feed my dragon a couple of sheep and I'm going to get me some lemonade and some cookies because I'm tired. Now, I've been running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and we tired.
And she let him know, you ain't running nothing up in here. I'm waiting.
She said, would be that you was the king.
Right.
Not. It kept moving. So
Rhaenyra, he ain't really the king. Is he like the king in waiting? Because he like, is he the king?
He's the king consort.
Consort, that's what they call it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Rhaenys was like, you ain't even the queen, so what it ain't thinking about.
Queen, shut up talking to me. So Rhaenyra gets to the beach and she finds the
he's a prince consort. That's what Xavier said.
Oh, he's the prince consort. Okay, got it. So Rhaenyra gets to the beach and she finds the baby's dragon wing in her baby's cloak, and she's devastated. As am I, and I'm devastated for her. Mm-hmm. Devastated for her.
I was hurt by that.
Listen, that hurt my feelings. Jesus.
Because I thought she was about to pull out an arm or a skull or something. I was like, please don't pull out no body parts.
Right.
Underneath the blanket.
Leave it to our imagination.
Yes.
Please.
But Rhaenyra got to grieve. She grieved, and then she flew back home and said, I want Aemond.
She started to grieve, and then she got back to the. By the time she got back to the house, she's like, "I'll bring me the head of Aemond. I want
everybody else later, episode 4 or 5. But right now, Aemond.
But for right now, I want that one. That's the one I want. Mm-hmm. That's the one I want. Because if you wanted revenge for your eye being missing, what you think I'm gonna want for you killing my kid? Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, nigga.
It's on now. I can't wait to episode 2 because I done let y'all grieve episode 1. I'm ready for me and Giselle ready for some action.
Right, she lost 2 of her children in the same day because that was the same day she buried baby girl. When she gave birth to the baby and the baby was stillborn.
Not the baby that looked like a dragon. The one that was funny looking. Mm-hmm. Oh. That's that inbreeding thing. That's you with your uncle right there. Too much Targaryen blood.
Because the baby was piece of dragon. But baby girl, she lost the baby in.
God damn, 2 kids in one day.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Listen,
If it wasn't for Vagar, she would have went to King's Landing and burned the whole thing down.
the whole motherfucking thing. The whole thing.
Now,
Listen,
somebody earlier in the chat said, but Vagar is old and fat, so he might not be hard to kill.
I don't know. His wings is tattered. When you see me flying over, you can see the holes in his wing. Child. Eee. So Jacaerys makes it home to his mama to give him the news of we got this and we got that. And that baby can barely finish his sentences for he break down crying. That's too much for my heart. And he get to hugging on his mama. Talk about smoking on that grandbaby pack. We gonna get it back.
Damon is gonna get it back some kind of way.
He gonna Damon. That I like Damon for that very reason. Because he go if we gonna get it back, we gonna get it back in blood. Because what we
that's why I ain't mad they got little baby Joffrey in the crib. I'm not mad at that.
listen,
they got something.
I was only upset that we had to hear it.
Right.
That's what upset me.
That was sawing on that baby's head.
It's too much. It's too much.
It was
So
too
Luke, Sarah's and Rhaenyra are grieving, and they do the funeral service for Luke.
That was sad too.
It was very sad. They putting the baby
Everybody
up
put
on the
their
funeral pyre because all they have are things because they don't have an actual
They don't have
an actual body. And so simultaneously while their funeral is going on, Dodo Bird Allison
she riding somebody's
lighting
face.
candles.
Oh, she was. Oh, I thought she was riding the face. That was earlier. Okay.
No, that's later. She was lighting candles for, I guess, the dragon and the little boy. Because, whatever, girl. Because this is all your fault, sis.
It is. Team Green needed to hear. Oh,
That's not.
but I don't think they heard it. Where were the guards? Because they walked.
The guard who was supposed to be watching was too busy fucking that girl.
You know what one of the guards were, but them two men walked straight past the king and the king's guard. They up there talking about liquor and everything else, and they ain't nobody be like, "What y'all doing here this time of night?"
No,
where you think
rats? They can't be catching rats all time of night, and nobody pays attention to what that girl be saying because she said it's not the dragons I'm worried about.
Oh, Abby, you froze.
Retarded ass. Tried to tell the retarded ass it's the rats to be concerned with.
She does. She
said it's not the dragons, it's the rats. And now they all looking around stupid like, you see a rat?
They probably the one that called in the rat killer because she was scared for the rats. I don't know, but they went upstairs looking for Aemond. They can't find him. They walk into the queen's room with the two babies, the boy and the girl, and they said, "Which one?"
Like half the episode, she jumped. You jumped past the part that old girl, the white worm. The hooker who was running the thing and burned her shit down. The boy found her and she brought her to Damon, and she's the one that was able to get him the blood and cheese to be able to go in there to try and find Aemond to cut his head off.
Child, when he went about the rat problem.
It said when he went up to Blood and said, "I heard you not fond of the high towers," he was like, "Fuck that."
He sure did.
I was like, winner, chicken dinner. He don't give a damn about none of that shit.
And so that's what they don't realize. Half of the people in that house aren't loyal to you. They just want to keep their job in their head.
Yeah. How is Helena's fault? Helena tried to tell them people that nobody be paying attention to Helena, and
She said it was the rats.
ain't no way I'm killing Aemond for 2 bags. You better have a truck full of gold. Listen, the way I would have subtly poisoned something in his, poison his water, his wine, something.
You got to find her, because where was Aemon even at? We knew where Aegon was.
I don't know. Plotting on somebody, probably.
Probably. If she hadn't mentioned the rats, they wouldn't have hired the rat killers. I think that little girl has the sight, and she's dropping jewels to them, but they think she's just crazy.
Right. Because she been telling them the true shit from jump. And don't nobody be listening to her.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully
So he was with his grandfather. Okay.
That ain't no excuse.
Because remember, Aemond and Crispin, is his name Crispin?
Christian.
Oh, Christian. The original brown hair baby daddy. They were planning out war.
First of all, I would just, now that we're at Sir Christian Cole, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
You no good.
Let's drag him real quick.
Double talking, box head ass nigga. Cause you went and did all of this shit and been treating Rhaenyra like shit because she wouldn't run away to pick oranges with your punk ass, and now you fucking best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nigga.
He
Pox
is
on your house.
he
I
is-
want you to die slowly. I do.
Put the
Thank
pox in there and the plague, the sweats, whatever they called it back in the day. Put all of that on his house immediately, because you cool with laying up underneath Allison, but Rhaenyra had to give up everything she had and run away with you. Where's Allison running to?
Right.
It's giving me the sex wasn't that good, and that's why Rhaenyra was like, it ain't even worth all that for me to be giving everything up. And Allison just happy not to have that old man laying up on top of her. That's what it's giving.
He was falling apart, literally.
Right. Mm-hmm. Allison is pretty much a screw anybody but that old Skeletor looking man.
I want him to make it make sense.
If we telling the truth, it's Christian's fault, because you were supposed to be standing guard in the hallway, and you would have saw them rat catchers wandering around and to go see what they was doing, but you was too busy trying to dig down the queen, because I think that's all you really wanted to do anyway.
I think he a punk ass bitch.
He
and
is.
I can't wait for him to get his.
It's coming.
I want him to be embarrassed real bad, like real bad. Like I want it to be like a public humiliation type of situation.
I have a feeling Damon gonna be the one take care of him.
I hope so. Listen, even if Damon do what he did that one in that before the king thing, and that man started hollering that Rhaenyra was a whore and them kids didn't belong to, and that man Damon, he's like.
Damon said,
say something else about my wife, I'm gonna take your tongue out.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, she's a whole shrew.
Yep.
He's
Damon is gonna have to take care.
Don't need to fight now. I'm good. I'm good now because I wanted his tongue and I got it. And took half his head with it. I said, well,
yeah.
Well.
And ain't nobody say nothing else.
Ain't nobody say. They was like, oh.
They want to shame. Ooh, we should let Allison go down the street and we like shame. Because see, what's going to happen is she going to pop out a baby without a baby daddy because your husband is dead.
Is she though?
I don't know. I ain't read Nan book. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how old is she?
Her and Rhaenyra the same age.
No, she's older than Rhaenyra.
She older than Rhaenyra?
She's a couple years older than Rhaenyra.
Oh.
Listen.
I don't think Rhaenyra gonna care. I think Rhaenyra is probably gonna Dakaris Christian for being a hypocrite, and it's gonna be over. She ain't gonna care that they
I
screwed.
don't think. Yeah, I don't think she gonna care. I really want her to hit him with a really nigga.
There's some book readers in the chat. They said Allison done already had a baby. His name is Darion.
So nobody wonders how she keep having babies and her husband is. Don't nobody question it.
And they don't have no blonde hair.
But you were so pressed about Rhaenyra's babies, you had her coming to bring you the baby 30 seconds after it came out of her coochie.
So you could look at the hair. Mm-hmm.
The way I would ball up my fist and bust that bitch upside her head every time I saw her. Please. Please.
Yeah.
I'm fighting Dracarys, bitch. Like, nobody questions, nobody understands. Like, your husband been dead. It's not like he just died. Your husband been dead.
As long as they have white hair, no one will have an issue. Well, she got red hair and Christian got brown hair, so I don't think they can create no white hair children. So
she said, as long as they have the baby is studying Old Town and nobody talks about him. He was born while Viserys was like, oh, so she been fucking Christian still that long.
I'm gonna have to read this book because they ain't showed us none of that.
What?
The baby
wasn't in the budget.
Everybody HBO got they couldn't spring for no little baby.
Not enough. They got enough. As many kids as they on this show, surely they got the budget. Surely they got a budget for another kid.
They could have just switched out wigs. One of them blonde hair babies use that same baby and put a brown wig on it.
Coulda.
We want to know about Allison's dirt too. Y'all done put all of Rhaenyra's business, calling her a whore and all of that stuff in the street. We want to know Allison's dirt too. Don't make
it seem hurt a lot of kids out the show. Jesus.
What they need to do is get them black girls something to say. I'm tired of them just standing around looking. They must have had a whole bunch of kids.
Oh, it says they were never friends.
They were never friends.
It makes it more personal though that they changed it for them to be friends, and she married that girl daddy. Like, you supposed to be my best friend, my ride or die, and you riding my daddy is a problem.
But that makes sense because when Allison got with the king, I was thinking they were the same age, around 13, 14, like young teenage girls. So if Allison was 13 years older, then that makes more sense. The budget went to the dragons. We ain't seen that dragon. I'm waiting for a Dakaris to go down.
You see 2 dragons already,
but they ain't do nothing.
So they only count if they killing somebody. Oh wow.
That's what I am waiting for. One of the black girls doesn't really do anything in the book, the one who got her dragon stolen, but I think they're going to give her something to do in the show. That must have been the one that was betrothed to Luke.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to be the main one going to get her dragon back.
Listen, can she be the one that slip up on Aemond and slit his throat? Because I would not be mad at it. Can I get a little Arya Stark action? Talk about the North remembers, bitch. When they asked you what happened, tell them that winter came, and we remember, bitch.
I would not mind if they brought some of them many face people around. Y'all could bring that back.
Run it back.
I wouldn't mind if some many face people came around and walked up to Aemond and went straight like that. We ain't even got to have no season 3. We can go ahead and take care of business in season 2.
Ma'am, Please. There's a lot more story to tell.
I don't want to wait till
This,
2026.
come on, them Instacart assassins.
Not them assassins that don't have a tongue.
Listen.
So they can't tell.
Exactly. Them
She
the
can
best
take
ones
over
ever.
Lord of the Ships, whatever the title is now that Luke is dead. But the sea snake isn't dead, so he's still Lord of the Ships.
Right. They can make her she can become the heir. The sea snake can make her his heir. Because Lucerys
You know,
was
the
her
sea snake never was for the women being the heir. I don't know if they're gonna do that. Right. Damon said white hair and he has one eye.
One eye.
And he said a patch.
And y'all looking for a grown ass man, not a kid.
Not
So
babies. I guess they said we about to just kill somebody and get up out of here. I
right.
can't wait to see how they present this to Damon. They both might lose their heads for this.
Probably. He gonna kill him.
Mm-hmm. But one thing about what
you right, Xavier, because when they said, "What if we can't find him?" He said, "A son for a son."
Oh, he said that. Now that we're reviewing this, because I used to talk about this on Twitter Spaces, but now that we're doing this here, I might have to watch the episodes twice to make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm still not gonna take no notes, but I might have, because I didn't remember that part of Son for a Son. But I ain't mad at it. Mm-mm.
It's the I still ain't gonna take no notes. Okay. No problem.
But the one thing I appreciated about that scene, especially when the daughter ran in and Allison was getting her back blown out, it showed Allison, you think you got Vagar flying around this castle gonna protect you, you still got touched.
Exactly.
You still got touched. And so now we ain't gotta have no war to get touched. We can still come in this castle and touch you. So
exactly.
now Christian definitely gonna be on his job going forward. I hope you had a good night that night.
If he's not crying about his duty again, because go to hell.
It might be off with his head come episode 2. Sir, what were you doing when the young prince got his neck snapped off?
I'm sure they know. I'm sure they know. I'm sure he gonna be like, if you can stop fucking my mama long enough to protect us, please, that would be appreciated.
No, forget all that. We might see his head come off episode 2 because, sir, what were you doing? Oh, you rather do my mama than do your job? Okay, off with your head. That's what I'm hoping for. What is blood and cheese? I missed this whole blood and cheese thing.
The assassin, those their names. Blood and cheese. The one who knows, he talked about he knows the tunnels as much as he knows his dick. His name was Cheese, and the big one's name was Blood.
Oh. You see how I just be coming up with names. He's just the rat killer for me. In the book, there are 3 children, and Helena is forced to choose between her younger son and older son, and the children are awake. Oh, all them kids can't be awake and ain't nobody screaming. They can only stab one of y'all at a time. I would have been hollering. But that's just me.
He is the worst guard ever. Ever. A pox on his house.
A pox, a plague, and the sweats all on your house, sir.
Jeez.
I wonder if that was the original chicken pox.
I don't know.
I can never read the books because they talk too much in that language and I can't follow it.
I think that's too much.
Well, oh, it was the smallpox. Okay. Because I watch all the period pieces. I watch The Serpent Queen, Rain, The White Princess, The Spanish Princess. So I've heard about all of the pox and the sweats and the plagues, all of them. I wonder they probably all the same thing.
Probably.
I don't know who Jace is. I think that's the oldest one. They force Helena to choose which kid to die. She picks the youngest. They look at him and say, "Your mom wants you dead." Ooh, and then kill the older one. Oh, have mercy.
That's a lot. That's a whole lot.
At least
Shit.
they were asleep. And I didn't know at first. I thought she was gonna lie and point to the point to the opposite child.
Mm-hmm.
Forget these men. I'm saving my daughter. So,
Well, she wouldn't have been wrong. She would not have been wrong.
mm-mm. I can't wait for the Serpent Queen to come back too. It starts back, I think, July 18th.
Now, what is the Serpent Queen?
The Serpent Queen follows. It's not Queen Mary. It's the French Queen. I don't know. I should know because I didn't watch the Serpent Queen twice, but it's good. It has that lady who played on that Hulu show. She was the Booker, Catherine de Medici. Yes. Um, but she's like an evil queen in France, and so it's her story. But I like following all those time period stories. Yeah, I love Rain. Rain was really good. That followed Mary, Queen of Scots. So
Okay.
if you like period pieces, because I love Bridgerton and all of that. I was hoping it was a fake kid, even then. Mm-mm.
Not a fake kid. I was thinking the same thing too. Why don't they have like decoy people? Like you ain't gotta.
It's just insane that the second floor is where all the royals live, and it wasn't Nan guard on the whole entire floor. Oh yes, Harlots. Yes, the lady from Harlots plays Queen Catherine. You would probably like the Serpent Queen
Okay.
if you like period pieces.
I'll check it out. I'm not above a new show. Not at all.
What's on season? It's about to start season 2, so you have time to binge watch season 1. I believe it comes on Stars.
Okay, something else I watch Real Stars. I can't think of it now. Hmm. All right. Well, this was a good episode, and I enjoyed it. I can't wait for the next one to pop off. See who we put in the screws to.
Who do you think gets it next?
I know who I want it to be, but I don't think he's not gonna die till like the end of the episode. Um,
Chris
so
Jones.
here is my Arya Stark.
Mm-hmm.
My list starts with Kristen Cole,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's the Feet Man.
Yeah.
Then it's Alicent. Then it's Aemond, and then it's Alicent's daddy. Them my top five.
You got to put Amon on there too. So,
I did. He number five.
well, Aegon. I'm tired of.
The actual king. He is harmless.
But he has to die for Rhaenyra to be queen.
Well, yeah, but he's not on my top five. He number six. He just ain't make the top five. He's still on the list.
Okay.
He is still on the list.
Now it's nice to have a list, and we know that season 3 is already a go because they got renewed. They can't kill off your whole list. Who do you think will make it to season 3 from your list?
I don't want any of them to make it to season 3.
We don't want them to, but who do you think will? Because they can't kill off everybody.
I'm gonna go with a. I think if this really a season 3 already, then possibly all maybe Allison Daddy gets the chop and he don't make it to season 3.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Allison Daddy can go. I think
I already
Allison.
know he's gonna die next episode. I think that little boy losing his head was enough for 2 episodes. It's too much. It's too much.
It ain't enough. I think that Feet Man makes it to season 3 too. I think we'll lose Allison's.
I think that the Feet Man gets it in the season finale, and he don't make it to season 3. I'm praying that Allison got enough fucking sense.
The entire small council can go for treason.
Listen.
No, we don't want to kill off one of Damon's daughters. I'm sure Rhaenyra gonna have to take some hits too. We know Rhaenyra gonna take some hits, but she already took enough.
When they say the small council, they mean Aegon's small council, which is Allison's daddy, and that Lannister boy.
Yeah.
And the black man. Why there's always one nigga who is in white people stuff that we don't understand how you got here, sir. What are you here? What are you doing here?
He probably sitting in place of the sea snake since the sea snake was lost at sea. He's sitting.
No, because he said that they need a new master of ships because the master of ships has declared for Rhaenyra. Huh?
Well, who is the black man then?
I don't know who that black man is. I don't know who he is. I don't know where he came from. I don't know who he is. He's a maester. It looks like the way he was dressed, he's a maester. So, I don't know. He's the maester.
Oh, okay. We got a black maester. Okay.
That's what they just say he's a maester. He's like a doctor. See, right.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm getting ready to pack up my last little bit of bag, my little makeup, and then I'm about to sit down.
I'm about to go to bed because I feel crazy, and I'm just gonna get up at my regular time. And
what is your regular time?
Normally, I get up at like 5 minutes to 7.
Okay, that's not bad.
So get up and take a shower, do my makeup, pack my makeup up, fold the rest of these clothes, make sure my room is clean, swept, mopped, all that good stuff. I'll leave out here.
Oh, you
not like back to a room that's completely clean.
I'm about to pack up this makeup, and that's it. I'm not putting no makeup on to sit in the car. I'm not putting my makeup on to dinner time.
Oh, I'm gonna do a little basic,
a little touch up.
A little
what I need to do while we need to go to Sephora so I could try on some of that Serena Williams. Because isn't that like just like a BB tinted cream, or is it like a full foundation?
It's a tinted cream. Where is it? Oh, I already packed it in my bag. I think that's what I'm going to wear tomorrow.
Yeah, I need something like that for the days I don't want to do a full face. I can just put on a little tinted cream and go. Yes, I'm definitely going to go to Sephora and try to find my shade. But I'm going to let you go get your rest. We ain't going to talk on the phone on live tonight.
Because, we good for it. We is good for it.
We're not going to do that. We will remind you all that this was just a special review. Our normal review night is Wednesdays. So going forward, House of Dragons will be Wednesdays nights, 6 p.m. Central. And that's it. We'll see y'all next Wednesday.
Absolutely not. Fuck Allison. I hope her coochie shrivel up and fall off her body.
Like Viserys's. Like Viserys, you just walk around, next thing you know, your vagina on the floor.
I hope whatever he had, she caught it. and she started slowly falling apart.
You would think that would be, what's the word, contagious. Somebody just got body
Leprosy.
part.
I, like it's leprosy. I hope she gets it.
She should have been had it. It couldn't have been me. My daddy would have had to go to hell because it wouldn't have been me.
Yes, me either.
Mm-mm. And for whatever reason, he was losing body part after body part, but he ain't never lose that sex drive. He stayed
Right.
humping that lady.
Because men are stupid.
He stayed humping on that lady. I'm like, you done lost a leg, a half of your skull, your lips, but he ain't lose that penis. He stayed humping on Allison. I know Allison couldn't wait for him to transition. But oh well, let us get off of here. We will cut up again next Wednesday for episode 2. Um, I hope we get to see some Dakara scene because that's what I'm waiting for.
She
What
just
is
wants
mother's milk?
milk of the poppy. She's
Oh,
giving
milk
them.
of the poppy. That's that pain milk.
Mm-hmm.
And if you drink too much, you die.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the oxys now, the pain medicine. But if you take too many,
We
okay,
want to thank y'all for coming out because we gonna go off into another tangent. Good night, y'all.
like the video, get in the comments if you want to rewatch, subscribe to both channels, and we will catch y'all next week. We'll catch y'all next week
We
because
will
we about
catch
to
y'all.
go off all the way over again.
All the way off.
Bye, y'all.
Not you went to this like the damn.
It is.